Alright, welcome back to some more Medford over here. Last time over here we beat the Germans over here, now we're gonna beat the UK. Well, before we gotta beat UK, we gotta get our power base over here. Before we get to that over here, I have made the Political Wonders join our little faction over here because, why not? Might as well at least join them. Because you know, Dolly get, oh, interesting. Because you know, Dolly can join our faction over here, so we might as well get that thing going. Get a weird little bit of, this and that.
Gardez vos rangs.
I think it about India, about here. Let's see here. It appears that they
Attention.
usually do not too great. They ain't doing not too great. Get back here and blow. So yeah, this part is probably just gonna be us about developing ourselves over here, getting supplies and equipment and all that lovely stuff. Because we are desperately going to need it like holy shit. Do not believe. Yeah, I never said that we're gonna be going into. Once we get this war popping off.
Attention.
Once we get these tanks over here and these nations all up in there. It's certainly going to be interesting to figure out how we're going to do this, though, really. We got Italians over in there. Got dispersed industry here.
Gardez vos rangs.
Dispersed industries there. Equipment definitely ain't up to snuff just yet, but here's some time over here. Definitely will be a force to be reckoned with. Alright, actually defense there. Very neat. We done care because we got a civilian factories over here. Okay, is right by the Calais port. Is close to the English and Indian major port of France, and we must ensure the pillar of the French world.
Gardez vos rangs.
Indeed. We gotta
Attention.
get this shit way up and running. But when we do go to war, we got to get this ball rolling over here just well enough for us to basically. I mean, the longer we wait over here, the more they're gonna recover. But we don't really have the manpower to properly, you know, fucking do this. Coming out the scuff over here, our support equipment's not really all that high. Factories and dockyards are kind of eh. Pops aren't the greatest. Maybe we get cores on all these. Oh boy, this is gonna be one hell of a fucking thing we got going.
Gardez vos rangs.
Alright, the troops going on over in here. But if you do go to war, we're gonna need
Pareil.
everything up on it. We're gonna need a fast track this shit over here as fast as we can. Okay. Let's do Les Olé. Les Olé, the home of the artistic stadium, the indivisible capital, the Hall of France. We shall strive places the new thriving urban center of speed and glory. It will be the greatest city, the city abreast of artists, musicians, and more. Indeed it shall be. Greatest of all them cities. It's gonna take a long ass while. And we're gonna pump up some more of this shit. So we can fucking fill out these ranks over in here. So when we're done, it's here. Because I'm having the forces of the island. Because I'm gonna need as many troops as I can for these upcoming campaigns of fucking conquest that we're gonna be doing over into here.
Gardez vos rangs. Gardez vos rangs. Attention.
This is gonna be a fucking disaster, I can guarantee you. So our first goal would probably be to knock out the Russians as quick as we can. So first off, knock out Greece. Then knock out the Russians. Then deal with the deal with them there.
Gardez vos rangs.
Nope. Don't need you. Okay, national state. Where is all this tungsten from? Portugal? Let me trade for some of that tungsten. Les Soleil, the center of the futurist world. It's already become the center, not just the futurist world, but it needs just the center amount of attention, just as our planet circles the sun. Every man, woman, and child circles Les Soleil in one way or another, whether they are conscious of it or not. We must make the city worthy of such attention. Indeed. And all the worthwhile. That's a. What the fuck is that piece deal? What the actual fuck is this piece deal? What in the actual... This is by far the worst piece deal I've ever seen. What the fuck?
Gardez vos rangs.
You can go there.
Gardez vos rangs.
You go there.
Attention.
See. Now I'll be off at the tank court. Just get better armored cars, just a wee bit.
Attention.
I need all these fucking tanks to be done with.
Attention.
I need all the tanks to be done with. Especially once we get war going over in here. Oh my god, this one's gonna be a fucking slog to deal with. Can you imagine just how painful this is gonna be? But though with our current equipment and our weapons and all that stuff over here, we should be fine. Especially since once we get these units pumped out over here, we are going to pretty much hold off on creation of any more units over here to stick with the ones we got over here. There's only 3 units to replace other ones we lost. And yeah, that shit up and running. So once we take over the Netherlands here, I'll send you guys to deal with the Russians, because that's the whole thing. So all 21s over here. Let's help out our allies over here. Hurrah for Fumate. If France would be a crisis in the order, then that would make Fumate something more extravagant, something grotesque. Always juvenile. Always jovial, sorry. John the Baptist. When D'Annunzio marched his first squadron of future warriors to reclaim their land from former horde of Slavic swineherders, not only secede their territory back to the equally small-minded did they not just... No. Instead, it became the foundation of something much greater. I'm messing up my words. Declaration of the League of Fumate was only a small spark of the bonfire of the Oligarch early post-war period, but the spark can nonetheless start a great fire. And when you have enough gas to keep it ablaze, as it turns out, France had enough stockpile of all things flammable to throw at the greatest ally. The only thing expected from the RDT is to keep the bonfire burning, soon Rome will catch a blaze. Indeed. Oh, it's going to be blazing even higher after this. Ooh, the churches. Interesting. Demilitarization. I would like to do a kill up right there at some point over here. Probably post burning memories is when I'll do it. I feel like that would be best.
Pareil.
That'll most likely be best. DMX12T. Yeah, neat. Then we get that good shit up and running, as you can see. And this should be good. Improved arty. Volley again. Meeting with the High King. There may be many fans of France in this world, but there's only one nation we can truly rely on: Ireland. Pedrick Pierce and the Sinn Féin movement are loyal. When loyal to our tone that country at the very beginning, it should be known that unlike human, they are encompassing the entire whole of the nation, therefore are best prepared for any future conflicts. They're not burned by pesky landlords surrounded with the enemy. The point is they are free great shooters of the utmost support. Scheming Anglos who brutalized and oppressed over centuries lay next to them, and in return for any support for the conflict, we simply must help them out with destroying the pesky imperialists of London. Old France was destined to find by wishy-washy to its allies. No more of that nonsense. No more of that nonsense. We over here late that we help out our friends. That's what we do. That's very much what we do. What's over here? The international construction zone over here. Definitely be constructing things right now.
Attention.
Now we gotta meet with the High King. No new Haiti. Haiti was a Spartacus war. You could say it was a fratricidal race war. That's a phrase. For there was no such difference between the Haitian defense. However, we, through our very foolish arrogance, we destroyed this band, and pushed our black brothers to the most drastic measures. We do not hold this against them. No. But we should be the ones. We form ourselves. A black French is still a member of the French race. We make our new empire different from the stale empires of the past. We are a group of fraternal peoples. We do not intend to repeat the mistake of either Napoleon or the PRRS. We are above both of them. We are more Bonapartiste than Napoleon, more radical than the Republicans. Therefore, learning from their mistakes, we do not intend to foment a new brothers' war in the Francophone sphere, but rather we will work towards the grand universal empire of our breed. No race, but French race. Yeah, we're not racist because we're all French. There's a food there. Let's see over here, since we got some new territories on the Rhineland. Let's get that shit going. I probably heard that earlier, but it is what it is. See tomorrow. I wonder how they're gonna hold up over here. I wonder. Anyways, got the power going on over into here. The huge grid rift over there. Let's cleanse the old stain. One of the greatest blights of our run were the foundation of despotic empires. Even today we're surrounded by them. The phase of the Russian Revolution maintained the reactionary beast of the Tsar and its old, dusty, above system. To our north lies the British line, who drew the empire may have wounded following the Great War and the last withdrawal of Asia, but nevertheless remains a brutal force of autocracy over much of the world. And who could forget the Germans to the east who claimed to oppose the machinations of the imperialists, but see no hypocrisy in the time of the empire Britain. They were to domination over Europe. Now the world as the Kaiser before them. If we are the complete revolutionary, it is necessary for us to stand alongside the revolutionary spirit of national liberation against the backwards tyranny of empire will declare that League of Few May. It was declared with the League of Few May. But of course there is an old problem. One of the last old strains of France, the last remnants of the reactionary Orleanists and the monarchists or the liberal Boers and the Republicans. That is the problem of Algeria. For 100 years Algeria had rusted away and suffered under the cruel colonial policy of the French Empire, but even then they're still within the force of the revolution, who declared themselves radical. We stumble still over the switch into Africa. There is no way for the bringers, this is no way the bringers of the new world to act. If we wish to end the rule of empire, we must start at home. Giving forward dependence to Algiers so quickly suddenly would be surefire way to disaster, especially with the Pied Noir. Instead, we will reconcile the gap between the Mohammedans and the French whites by granting them all citizenship with our new republic. Not only with this new equality deciding to ensure that the idea of the revolution spread to the province of Algeria, but we are certain that we have much to learn from the leaders of this ancient land as well. With the endeavor that promises to benefit all parties involved, we may look on with hope to the glistening gibbet the future, hand in hand with the united with our brothers in the south. Lead over here. True freedom. Do all get that equal rights. Yeah, before they cop over here. Some more improved audit. It's 11. You're trying to fucking organize all this shit. There goes that. I got better armored cars. They moved to Brittany. And they make it slow as fuck. We need to get some more dockyards up in here. Doing that earlier, but it is what it is. See, let's do a friendship with Scotland in the meantime. Despite Albion's sweet little lies, this society is far from united against the big bad accelerationist mess that the Lickspittles and the Visminds just sputter on about. The people currently chained to Britain's rigid dystopian open state culture, the ones whose voices are among the most ignored with the Entente. Sons of Alba are among the first to resist the Anglo-Saxons and later Norman yoke. Being rewarded with the vow of slow modernization of Scots culture and having the sunset off to die in every pointless warfare for the sake of the Anglo-political ambition. Sable bloodlust. How much more is the burden does Britain expect the Celtic subject to carry? Scots are already flocking the group's fable towards the sun, away from the proselytizing conformity preached by their overlords. It only takes a few public events and government organized tours to help them fully set sail in that direction. Indeed. On du damn. On du damn. Again there, just gonna take a long while. Take a long ass while. You give it a kiss here. Now then, Celtic Brotherhood. Some fightmen question why we have to pay so much attention to Britain that foreign policy. They say they're negotiating for Calais and making some small additional little helps them more pressing goal, bringing Berlin to heel. It could not be more long, especially since we already brought them to heel. Business stuff against the Red Men, but it's not the red the flag that we oppose, it is the red in veins. The that spent the last century developing a pillaging our honorable people. But it is not a simple war of ideology, but a war between races. Despite possessing a Latin tongue, our blood is Celtic through and through. With this in mind, Albia says much more clear. Germany is really overstaying its place in Europe. Albia is plutocratic Germany lead occupying the entire island of Celts and plundering the world in the line of the German coffers. That's some Germano Brit. What the fuck? There's something different. Majorly different, holy shit. There's India. Yeah, they're forgetting people here. And I ain't gonna war with them. There's war with them.
Pareil.
Nope. Keep them there. Opportunities in India. Lots of things we got going for us in India. When you see a den of vipers, the poisonous snakes not buried under the heap of whatever roam around aimlessly, causing evil wherever they go and evil where they come across. India learned this lesson along on the hard way. Now to deal with the consequences of what happens when they let the Anglo off the grip of the strong of the rain that ends up in. Under no circumstances, the empire returns to its bloody jewel, lest they spell the end of hope for millions of people and a false flash of it for the whole of that horrible island. The Brits have already made valiant effort in making themselves as unlikable as possible to offer us like few monarchs, but they rise never to blaze from within, and without all waiting to signal slit anger thoughts once thank God alone, we shall nurture these groups to their full potential, helping them reach the climax and breathe some fresh air into the world. Yes. So keep it we do it, but not when they do it. But like, we're not even we're not even trying to get us over here, we're just trying to screw over the British as much as we can over here. We're just pulling in America. Trying to screw them over as much as we can. And oh boy, is one to be working. They be working. At the very least over here we got, you know, armies build themselves up over here just a wee bit. Various nations or various powers. To the India. I'm gonna read this over here just because, even though we got it, even though we've already been in Germany, we might as well at least read it here. Gold, black, and red. Germany has never felt comfortable than the inhabited ever since there was a single Germany that hungerized across and the multiple trees oozed around everything around them, wishing to force themselves to every surrounding nation like a cheap whore to make a portion of the foreign land their own. All families once a victim, and the experience was left it scarred, busted for centuries. The weak few of France had long since died, however, and we who are right from our actions know what belongs to us. Forget ourselves and learn. Let us undo everything the East has ever shown for us. Pure flag may have feed red, but the Roman orcs still them in splendor from industry protection provided by lands in London. They have learned the France. Call themselves orcs over here, the Germans. That's just funny. Monster de prosperity. It's gonna be something, alright. So we got the supply lines up and running. Got the best tanks, the best units, the best troops. We got the best cannons. I'll get even better cannons. And it's about to fucking get this war going off. Yes, yeah. This episode is prepped. We are prepped and ready ready to bear upon our enemies soon enough. It's gonna take for fucking ever. Look at that shit we got. We're already. There's some lands over here. There's like Calais. Always watching, you never bothered much as the average check what was happening below. The features, the angle character, the foul and flare sense of chivalry and honor which they have tried to enforce upon the world. Even now, they lead themselves to thin Calais wall, playing a force, then everything, playing a farce with everything that took the blood, sweat, and teeth of red blood Frenchmen to build, enjoying some tasteless banter of industrialist, cosmopolitan, capitalist, liberal, and Spartacus terrorists. All those who once treated old friends and now serve the enemies to do. Even now, you can see the mouth watering, listening as they squeal the light of the idea of watching from the little colonial tumor and onwards to Le Soleil. Bear witness to endless kvetching over the flag, violating the present principle set by Earl Shaftesbury when he had cast the curse of weak history on the beautiful fate of continental Europe. All this ends now. We shall take Calais by storm and march towards all the way towards France and let all the money-hoarding plutocrats there know that their stiff upper lip is no match to our fists. Only when the swords cracked open can Europe break free from the tyranny of international capital. Indeed. Such international treachery. Some drudgery, if you will. But over here we're gonna get this shit going. Coming off of our trucks as well. Neat. Neato. There you go. Yeah, it's definitely gonna take for fucking ever. Although with this over here we should be golden. We should have got accident defense. And with this over here on the episode there. Over into there. This time though, we shall kick this war start over here, and we are going to do a lot of things. We're doing loads of things, rather. Oh, no things. So yeah, next time over there, we're gonna get this war started over here, and maybe America can join. We shall see. Till then, I'll see you guys later. Once we get this ball rolling. So, bye.